What's up, everybody? Christopher Dixon here. We're in our video series 20 Tips for 2020, which is specifically for business owners or those who run businesses, church leaders, and small to medium-sized organization leaders seeking to grow or revitalize your church, business, or organization. However, you've heard me say when we started this video series a couple of months ago here for the spring of 2020, no one had any idea that a pandemic was going to happen. And so what has happened is the focus for most of us has shifted. And that focus has turned from being able to grow or revitalizing our business, our church, or our organization to simply being able to hang on so that when 2021 comes, we will have been able to hit the reset button and start again. But this video and this idea that I want to share with you today still applies and is still pertinent wherever you live, for your church or your organization or your business. And here's why. You'll notice that I have the Heart of American Marathon t-shirt on, and I joke with people that these are my $150 shirts. And the reason is because you pay the $150, you get to run the race, and then when the race is over, all you have is the little medal and the t-shirt at the end. Well, I tell you that story because of this. And this is funny, and those of you, many of you throughout the United States, and perhaps if you live elsewhere, you'll be able to identify with this story. I have a shirt from a gym, and I joke that it is the $1,500 shirt. And the reason it's $1,500 is because it's one of those gyms that's only $10 or $20 a month. And if you're that gym owner, I'm not picking on you, but if you never go to the gym, all you have to show for it is the t-shirt. And so month after month, they take that money out of your account. And funny thing about the gym, in order for you to get into shape, and the kind of shape that you want to be in, you actually have to go. Otherwise, you've got this really expensive t-shirt, and that's all you have to show for it. And what that means, of course, whether you're training for a run, you're lifting weights, trying to get back into some sort of shape, is you have to follow up on your goals and follow up on your dreams. Certainly when it comes to fitness, you have to follow through consistently in order to be able to reach those fitness goals. Now, here's how that relates to you and your business or your church or your nonprofit organization, especially as you're seeking to come back from a pandemic. So this is going to seem for some of you a little bit like common sense, but I'll tell you what happened. Prior to this pandemic, so several months ago, we wanted some family pictures taken. Well, I won't say where or who it was. I certainly don't want to pick on anybody or, as the proverbial saying goes, throw anyone under the bus. But I contacted, I believe it was 3 different professional photographers, might have even been 4, about getting our pictures taken. Well, at that time, the pandemic hadn't hit yet, and I could not get anyone to follow up with me or to answer my messages or my emails or texts or calls. Now, eventually, a couple of those folks followed up, but by that time, a week or 2 had passed, and we didn't end up using any of those folks for the family photographs that we had contacted, and a couple of those folks never even followed up. I guess business was so good that they did not need to follow up or follow through. So my tip, especially as you're seeking to grow or even maybe hang on or revitalize, especially as we work our way through this pandemic and then hit the reset button for 2021 and beyond, is this. In order for your church or your business that you own or you help run, or your small to medium-sized nonprofit organization, in order for you to be able to reach your core customer, your core audience, your churchgoers, you have to consistently follow up, and then you have to be able to follow through on your product. And that is both in times that are crazy busy. You have to have the staff and the infrastructure and the leadership in place to do that. But certainly when you're seeking to come back after a difficult time like this one that we've been in. Every single message, every single person is follow up and follow through. So what that means is we have to do what we say we're going to do each and every time. Because just like getting in shape, whether that's for a marathon or a half marathon or a 5K or a 10K or going to the gym, just starting the process isn't enough. You have to follow up consistently each and every time, because I'll tell you this, the next time that we go to get that photographer, a couple of those folks, especially the ones that never got back with me at all, they're no longer an option. So even when they say, hey, you know what, we're ready for the business now, our doors are open, they didn't follow up at the time, they didn't have good follow through. And that can be true for your doctor, your veterinarian, your gym membership, your church, your restaurant, your club, whatever it is that you're selling or promoting. If you don't consistently follow up every time and follow through, the business isn't going to be there. And that's certainly true coming back from the difficult times that we're in now. So tip number 5, 20 tips for 2020. Follow up, follow through, and make sure you do so every single time. We'll see you again soon, everybody.